Okay, good people, look at that awesome nutrient dense amazingness right here. We have our dinosaur kale, our Chinese water spinach, beet greens, and collards. You can add any other kind of green that is nutrient dense to this dish. I do it with chard and dandelion as well. So here I am cutting the roots off of the beet greens. We can save those and cook those for another dish. But we're just going to focus on the actual beet greens for this dish. The really cool thing about this dish and what I love most about it is that they really are power greens. They are power packed, full of literally every darn vitamin across the rainbow. Because of all these greens, this dish is high in vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin E. It has copper, manganese, calcium, it's high in iron. So these greens are providing you just all these amazing nutrients without the detriment of the animal fat or the animal products in there. You don't need meat to season your greens, and that's what this dish proves. So we have our dinosaur kale here. I'm just taking it off of the stem, and we're going to chop those up nice and fine. And again, these greens have been cleaned. They've been soaked in baking soda for about 10 to 15 minutes, rinsed very well. And now we're just showing you the process of getting them off of the stems, because no one wants stems in their greens. That's gross. Even though the stems do have nutrient denseness, but they take away from the tenderness of the greens. So we're just popping those off there. These are our collards, and we're going to get them all off the stem. These are organic collards, so they look a little different. And you just roll them up, and then we're just going to slice them and get them in there. And it seems like a lot of greens, but it's actually not. It's about a medium pot of greens, so it serves maybe about 4 to 6 people. Okay, here is the Chinese water spinach. The cool thing about this green is that it is high in iron, so it's great for anemia, but it also has tender shoots. So if you wanted to use them in your greens, you could. But this time, again, I just focused on the leaves so that we have a nice tender pot of greens, and we're just going to go ahead and slice them up. Again, I just used 1 bushel. So if you wanted more, you can add more. You can add different kinds of greens. There have been times I've added up to 6 types of greens in this dish, and it's always amazing. It's all in the seasoning. So speaking of the seasoning, I cooked this in my Instant Pot. I did 6 cups of water with a teaspoon of better than bouillon as my base. I did some avocado oil and a cup of Vidalia sweet onions, 3 fresh garlic cloves, and a tablespoon of minced garlic. I cooked it about 2 times. So the first round, I just added these base seasonings, and I let it cook for 15 minutes on pressure cook. In the Instant Pot, I let them cook down, and then I went in again with the seasonings. And I did 1 teaspoon of the Morton's Season All, a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash, a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, liquid aminos, a half of lemon juice, and a little more avocado oil if needed. If you wanted to use butter or ghee, you could, but this time I used avocado oil to keep it nice and vegan. So here's what they turn out like. They're amazing and delicious. They're even pretty too. They have those Christmas colors. So they're amazing, delicious, power packed full of nutrients. And I hope you enjoy this dish as much as I enjoy making it. Thanks for joining me.